Hello everyone. This week we will cover research ethics and plagiarism, which is an important area for you to complete your thesis successfully. So we will cover research ethics, then we will check ethical concerns, then rights of participants and research approaches. So it will be effective to start with definition of ethical behavior. Within your research, no harm should come to research participants. They should agree to participate and know what the research is about. They shouldn't be lied or cheated, and normally this happens within the duration of the participation. If your questionnaire will take 10 minutes, tell them 10. Because if you try to cheat them by telling that this is just 2 minutes, after 2 minutes, they're not gonna feel well, and the feedback you will get, the responses you will get, will not be accurate. And also, privacy is important, and their privacy shouldn't be invaded. So you shouldn't collect information such as name or surname or mobile number. Okay? The respondents should know that their data will be kept confidential and will not be shared by someone else, and the data will be only used for academic purposes. So ethical concerns might arise in a variety of steps within your projects. First, within the design stage or planning, when you are accessing data, there are also concerns, collection of data, as well as analyzing and managing the data. These are the areas that concerns might arise, and also reporting. So it includes all stages of research. So guys, within research design and planning, so while identifying, recruiting and approaching your participants, you should think about who will have some gains and who might be worse off. There will be issue with informed consent, and you should get organizational permission if you will conduct your research in a specific organization or a company. Then within the data gathering process, you might have issue recording and storage of data. Then issues with participants who wish to withdraw. That's why within your informed consent, you should inform them by mentioning their questionnaire number. They can withdraw and you will delete their data. Disclosure of data issues. There's process for interviews, arrangement for questionnaires, and potentially deceptive or covert methods of information gathering. These areas you might have some ethical concerns. And also, after the data gathering, you might have issues related to use of data for analysis, reporting your findings, disposing your data, and also unanticipated consequences for you or participants. So when participants are considered, ethical issues might arise in both qualitative and quantitative research. Participants are the people directly involved in your research, the people you interview or observe or ask to complete a questionnaire or supply you with documents. You, as a researcher, or other colleagues if you are a part of a research team, the members of the academic community who will read, review and learn from your research, and people who may use or be affected by any computer-based product you design and create. So if we check rights of people directly involved within your research, they have right not to participate. So if you ask someone whether they're willing to participate, if they say no, that's it. Okay? They have right to withdraw, as I already mentioned in the previous slide. Right to give informed consent. And it will include the purpose of the research, why it is being undertaken, and what benefits are expected from it. Who is undertaking the research? Your name, address, and contact details, and which organization is sponsoring it, either by funding or overseeing an authorization. Okay, so in this case, Cyprus International University is the organization that you belong to. Whether they will receive any expenses, payment, or incentive, for example, individual feedback on performance in a test or a copy of the final research report. How their data will be used, for example, whether their details will be anonymous, so no one can recognize them in their research report, and how the research findings will be disseminated. And don't forget, the participants are more likely to give more accurate decision if they know that their data will be kept secret and the answers will be anonymous. Okay? If we carry on with the rights of the people directly involved, they have right to anonymity, right to confidentiality. In addition, you shouldn't introduce unnecessarily into participant activities, okay? The researcher needs to behave with integrity. An ethical researcher will record data accurately and fully. This means not keeping quiet about data that doesn't support your case, or not manipulating data to present the picture you want, okay? Most professional bodies have produced codes of conduct, and these codes capture the professional commitments and responsibilities to help members make ethical decisions. Even if you are not paid up member of any professional body, you can be guided by their codes. So if we check the strategies that might help you to gain access to an organization, first, ensure you are familiar with the organization or group before making contact. Allow yourself sufficient time using existing contacts and developing new ones within that organization. Providing a clear account of the purpose of your research and the type of access required. Overcoming organization concerns about granting access. Identifying possible benefits to the organization of granting you access. Using suitable language. Facilitating replies when requesting access. Developing access incrementally, and establishing your credibility. So internet also has concern with research ethics, and it poses more problems for ethical researchers. It offers a range of new virtual venues in which and about which research can occur via emails, chat rooms, websites, web blogs, forms of instant messaging, multi-user environments, news group, bulletin boards, and so on. And as there are many available sources, sometimes mistakenly you can use them as a researcher. And plagiarism is a misconduct behavior in academia, which I already explained you in academic workshops. So you shouldn't pass off someone else's work as if it were your own. This is seen as akin to stealing. It also deceives anyone who reads your report and depletes the original author recognition. When you use ideas of others, you should cite them properly. You should give full credit to the original author with enough information in reference so that any subsequent reader can find the same material if they need. Okay? I receive a lot of questions related to how many resources should I read. There is an exact number, guys, but when you are going to write a paragraph, you should read as much as, which will improve the quality of your writing and arguments. So aim to read as much as possible, okay? Don't set low limits. And you are capable of to do that, okay? Read as much as you can from the databases which I already explained. If you are working within the field of e-government, for example, Government Information Quarterly is one of the best journals within the field. So read as much as you can from that journal and also from other journals as well. It will improve your reading, your knowledge, and in the end you will have more critical analytical skills, and that part you will start to gain points for your assignments. You will become able to publish if you are a researcher or if you are a PhD candidate. So the best way to improve your writing is reading. Okay? So you should use referencing styles to reference what you have read and you use for your work. There are some examples of the referencing styles. As I already mentioned, there is also Harvard referencing style, but mainly for MS Computer Sciences we use APA style, okay? And you can find more information related to it on academic workshop video. And if you are a PhD student, if you write a paper for your studies, it is better to first find a research gap, and after you complete your research, you can check the journal which you are planning to submit, and you can modify the referencing style accordingly. And don't forget, Mendeley program create the reference list for you easily. So you should also avoid self-plagiarism, where you submit a paper for publication that is very similar to one you have already published, especially for PhD guys. Okay, don't forget that. We use Turnitin and Authenticate. Journals also use that, okay? So your work should be unique. Okay, let's have an exercise. Consider the following made-up scenario. Jack and Jill work for a university. They want to find out what food and drink commuters have for breakfast and hope to be able to use the data they collect for a research paper. They want to use a camcorder to record interviews with commuters leaving a local station. The researchers want to ask participants to give their name, address, age, height, occupation, salary, details about their health, food at breakfast, drink at breakfast, time spent eating breakfast. So please think about, are you happy with the ethics aspects of this proposed project? Do you require extra information to assess the project? Is sufficient information given to participants? And would you suggest any changes to the project? Think about them and we will discuss them at our online session.